Guess what, guys? You have to deal with me again today, unless you click the stop button or the back button or just go somewhere else. But I hope you stay. I hope that you enjoyed our last conversation. I want to have another one with you about jealousy. I am a very naturally competitive person, so I tend to put a lot of value into myself based upon my accomplishments and based upon other people's accomplishments. Like, if I have something other people don't, sometimes I'm like, oh yeah, I rock. You guys suck. I'm doing better than you. And if someone else is at a different point in their lives that seems more successful than where I'm at in my life, I get really down on myself. And I think, like, I'm not doing well enough. And I've been doing this in my relationship. I've known my boyfriend for several years, 4 or 5, and we have been dating for 2 this April. 2 year anniversary. And I'm pretty content for the most part with where we are. We've had our struggles, but I think we've come a long way in our relationship, and I'm excited to see where we go. But oh my God, there's a lot of jealousy in my heart towards other people, particularly other members of his family, his siblings. His oldest brother lives with his girlfriend and uh, is helping her with her children. His second oldest brother has a child with his girlfriend, and they're moving into a new apartment soon. And his younger sister is living with her boyfriend. They have a child coming, and they just got engaged. And that puts me into like a severe panic attack because my boyfriend and I don't live together. We don't have any children coming at any point in time in the immediate future, and we don't see ourselves getting married pretty quickly here. And that's frustrating me because we have been dating longer than any of their like his siblings and their respective partners have been dating. In fact, for the most part, we've known each other longer, save for like his oldest brother. It's a little disconcerting. It's a little intimidating because it makes me worry that we are not as valid a couple as his siblings and their partners are. That we're so far behind, and maybe this means that our relationship is really faulty and irreparable. And is there like a commitment issue here? Are we wasting our time? Should we break up? Because I am a very melodramatic person, I do have to say, though, that this is a little bit of a blessing in disguise. It's causing me to reevaluate the way I perceive things. Like, I'm learning how to be happy for other people. I am excited that his sister is engaged. I am excited that his second oldest brother is getting their own apartment for himself, his girlfriend, and their beautiful baby girl. And I'm having to learn to separate their accomplishments from what I expect out of my own relationship so that I can be happy for them. I don't want my jealousy to interfere with my friendships with his family. I don't want my insecurities to interfere with that, so I'm having to take a step back. I'm also having to learn to appreciate the accomplishments that we have made in our relationship. We have like a 4 or 5 year age difference between the two of us. We grew up in very different settings, and sometimes it's been really hard to meet each other in the middle. We've had to adjust our lifestyles some, we've had to learn how to communicate. We're by no means perfect, but I have seen such a mature growth in him, and I think I've grown a little bit, and there is something special to that. There is something unique and valid to that, and that is good. And I do kind of appreciate the fact that we haven't jumped into anything. We don't have kids, so as much as I would like kids in the future, it's nice that right now I don't have to worry about how much time I'm spending with a child or how much money I have in the bank to take care of this child. I still have the freedom of my young adulthood to do with reasonably what I please without having to take another small life form into consideration. I'm happy that we're not really jumping into getting married or moving in together because even though at this point we've been together for 2 years, so it's reasonable, I take a long as fuck time to make a decision about anything, to feel comfortable with anything. And that's not to say that people who have kids immediately or who get married immediately can't make it and that they're making a poor decision, because by no means do I feel that's very true at all. It's just in my personal life, I like to take a long time to make decisions. So, even though it's been difficult seeing everybody else progress in their relationships in this way, I'm trying to mentally take a step back and appreciate what they have for themselves and be happy for them and learn to appreciate my relationship for what it is and not to be competitive, not to take the validity of my relationship based off of how other people are handling theirs and just appreciate it for what it is, which is so hard. But I think in order to maintain a healthy balance with your partner and even just with yourself, you really need to do that. So that's just kind of what I wanted to do today. My screen went black. Ah! Talk to me about your guys' relationships, as openly or reservedly as you would wish to. How quickly did you and your partner move? Do you feel like you should have done things differently, or are you happy with where they are? How do you deal with jealousy? Are you a naturally competitive person as I am? Yeah, so thanks for watching, guys. Bye.